Okay, 7 days to your exams. What should you do? Now, if you have not watched the 2 weeks before your exams, watch that video first because this video links with that video. I've done it in a way where that video is going to help you. And if you watch this video, you'll be able to make sense of it. So I'll put the link in the description below for you to check it out. What I've done basically is I've written 5 points, 5 practical points that's going to help you both mentally and practically for you to prepare 1 week before or 7 days before your exams. Now, the first point is focusing on upcoming exams. So this goes back to what I was saying previously, is having that exam timetable. What you want to be doing is, now you know, okay, your upcoming exams, focus on the exams that are coming soon. So in next week, you're probably going to have, I don't know what exams you're going to have, but you're going to have an exam, right? Start putting a bit more time on that because that's the one that's coming closer. The other exams that's coming, 2, 3, or maybe a couple of weeks after, you don't need to be focusing so much compared to these ones, because once these are done, that is it, it's finished and you can't go back to it. So what you want to do is you want to be in a position where you can focus a bit more on the exams that's a bit nearer. That's what I would say, because that will help you to kind of release the stress a bit, knowing that you're preparing a bit more in advance. So that will be the first one. Now, the second one is if you still have not covered topics. So if you're in a position where you still have not covered all the topics, this is where you got to be strategic and you got to be a bit smart with what you're doing, okay? You might not have the time to be able to cover everything. Probably you don't, okay? And you want to be able to now, how do I maximize this? You're thinking to yourself, how do I maximize this? Try and focus on topics that you'll be able to digest and take quicker. Now, I said in my previous one, the bigger topics, because it was 2 weeks before, makes sense, right? But because now you don't have that much time, you want to focus on the topics where it's not as much, but you'll be able to kind of digest quickly as you're doing it. The bigger topics, only do the bigger topics if you have the time, because if you don't have the time, well, you don't have the time, you can't do anything, right? So just try and focus on, or be more strategic on the topics that you choose that you want to revise for or study, in terms of if you have not finished the content. And also look at the exam papers, right? Look at the exam papers and see, okay, can you see patterns, like a topic that has been asked in different ways throughout all these past exam papers? And if it has, it means, okay, this is a very likely topic that's going to be coming, but they'll probably ask in a different way. So maybe you should study those topics. So write those topics down, list the topics that you haven't covered, and then look at the exam paper and see the topics that have come there that have been asked kind of differently. Not exactly, but differently. And then that will help you to kind of like, okay, I need to go through this topic. Now, obviously, if there's a question that has been coming pretty consistently and similarly as well, pretty much the same, then you kind of know, okay, pretty much a given that that's going to come. So that's how I would say strategically, if you haven't covered the topics, try and cover it from that perspective. It's a very practical way, because you're not going to be able to cover everything, man. Let's be honest here, right? And there's no point of you stressing out thinking like, oh, I haven't covered everything, I'm going to fail. No. Well, you are going to fail if you think that way. So the best way to do it is, okay, let me just cover the topics that I can. The ones that I can't, I just have to take it here. I can't do anything, because you're going to have so many different exams coming up as well. So you do not want to waste your time in worry, thinking that, oh my gosh, because you didn't cover all the topics, that wastes time even more, and now you can't focus on your other subjects as well. So you put like, it's like, what is it called? What's the word? Damage limitation, right? You put damage limitation and say to yourself, okay, these are the topics that I can cover. I can't cover the other ones. That is okay. I move on. It's as simple as that. And I know it sounds harsh, but it's the reality with the time frame that you have left. So that will be the second one, the second point. Now, the third point is, what did I say here? Okay, tighten things down. Now, what do I mean by tighten things down? This is where you have to now, it's the way I kind of call it is like being in a monk mode, right? You want to be in a monk mode. Now, what that means is basically you want to try and cut as much distractions as possible, whether it's your friends, social media, going out. Literally, you're tightening that brain of yours, thinking like, okay, I'm literally going to be zoned in now for the next 3-4 weeks. This is very, very important. I cannot emphasize this more. You have to make sure that you completely cut those distractions, because you want to go in a state where you're just in exam state for the next month or 2 months, however long it is. Your mindset should be in a complete monk mode of exam state. That's where it should be. There should be no distractions, because the thing is with distractions is it takes you away from the straight path, and it moves you like this, right? And when you move like this, it's going to be harder for you to come from there to here. You know why? Because your willpower is not going to be as much. When you wake up, we have certain amount of willpower, right? Every one of us have a certain amount of willpower when we wake up. And as our day goes through, as we go through the day, our willpower reduces, which means we don't have as much patience. We don't have much energy. And what you want to do is to be able to kind of keep that willpower to a good level. You want to make sure that you cut those distractions. You don't want to be talking to friends. Like, talk to your friends and let them know, listen, look, for the next month or so, I'm going to be on, what do they call it? Airplane mode, isn't it? On the phone. I'm going to be on airplane mode. You won't be able to, don't contact me. I'm going to stop talking now. I'm not. It doesn't mean that you're saying, oh, I don't want to talk to you, but you let them know. And they should, to be fair, they should respect that, because they are going through the same thing as well, right? You should you should tell them and be honest and say, okay, I'm not going to talk unless it's an emergency. In this period of time, I'm just going to be completely on my work and my studies. That's what you should be. It sounds harsh. It sounds kind of like, what's the word? Feisty or fiery. I don't know what how to put it, but it is the reality. You need to do this. And the reason why is this period that you have right now is not going to come back again. So it's better that you go and do this now and then look back and think, you know what? Okay, I'm so glad I did this, as opposed to having the regret and thinking, I wish I did this. Okay, you don't want to have that regret, because having that regret, man, it's going to eat you, and regret is one of those things that you don't want to have. So for that point, when I say tighten down things, you just want to make sure that you literally start cutting everything out, even with your family as well. Like, if it means that you can't talk so much with them, let them know it's okay. I mean, you are living under their roof anyway, so you're going to see them day in, day out. But you want to be in a mindset where it's literally just you and the books and the studies. That's it. Your mind should only be thinking about, okay, what's next? And I'm just going to be here. And when you do that, I'll tell you this, when you do that, those stress levels that you're feeling, the worries, the procrastination, they will all go down. They will all go down. The reason why they will all go down, and I've said this many times before, but I'll repeat it just to remind you, is that your mind is now engulfed in this kind of deep state flow of just work, okay? Which means you're so focused. Think about it this way, you're so focused, you don't have distractions from friends or going out or negative doubts and all that kind of stuff coming at you, because you're not hearing them now. You're not on TikTok or any of those things. So your mind now is cut from all of that stuff, which means it's in a state of deep state flow. And that means the stress levels and everything is going to go down. The thing that you'll feel probably tired a bit, but that is okay. That's actually good, because it means that, okay, you are working and you're putting the work in. But when you do this, you'll start to see those levels, those worries, anxiety will reduce. As long as you stay focused and you cut all those things out, you'll see there'll be a big difference there. So that's the third point. The fourth point is boost your energy. Now, this is an interesting one. Now, when I say boost your energy, look, when these exams are going to come, you're going to have to deal with studying, revising, but at the same time dealing with your emotions. Doing both of those things at the same time is very draining on you. Okay, it's very draining on your body, it's very draining on your mental side, which means your energy levels are going to be down. Now, what you want to do, and you want to be smart here, is, okay, if my energy levels is going to be down and mentally I'm going to be down, I need to find ways to boost my energy. Think about it. Makes sense, right? Logically, right? When you don't have the energy, people feel like, okay, I can't work. But what about if you can get that energy back, or if you can boost it? How would that make you feel? Okay, well, this is what I would say. You are probably doing this, which I would not recommend, because it's a bit of a bad habit, is you're probably on energy drinks, right? You're on energy drinks and coffee and drinking that stuff, maybe even to the night, just so that you can keep you awake. And, I kind of sound like a hypocrite. Well, I am a hypocrite, because I did that as well. I drank coffee and all that stuff, which is not good, because it messes up your sleeping patterns, right? Now, essentially, those things are stimulants. They're stimulants that just try and keep you awake for a certain amount of time, so that you can you can do the thing. And that's the easy thing, right? What you want to do is, there are natural ways that you can do to boost your energy. For example, you're not going to like this. You are definitely not going to like this, but listen, I guarantee you, if you've come to this channel to watch these videos, a lot of the things that I say, you're not going to like. But if you're open-minded and willing to try, you are going to reap the benefits from it, okay? Now, there's two ways, but what did I say this? Yeah. The first way, this is one you're not going to like, because I hated this, but I could see the benefits so much, is do a cold shower. Okay, do a cold shower. Now, I don't mean like all these other YouTubers that say, oh, do a cold shower for 1 minute, 2 minutes. No, you're not going to be able to do that, especially if you're not used to it, right? That's rubbish. Do a cold shower for at least 10-15 seconds first to start off. Just put cold water, literally cold water, for 10-15 seconds. What's going to happen is this. When that cold water hits you, you're going to be like, like this. You're gonna breathe hard, right? But that's okay. You know why? What it's doing, your body is literally pumping oxygen around your body, right? Your body is pumping oxygen, blood around your body. That's why you're breathing so hard. And you might feel like, oh my gosh, this is a lot, but that is good. That heavy breathing is what is going to wake you up. And it feels uncomfortable, okay? It's gonna feel very, very uncomfortable when you're doing it. Trust me, oh man. It does feel uncomfortable, but listen, the weather right now is good, right? It's like on the 20s this next week, and the following week is going to be in the 24, 25. So it's not going to be that bad. Do it for 10, 15 seconds. Trust me when I say this, right? Trust me, this is a challenge for you, but listen, you are going to reap the benefits. Do it for 10, 15 seconds. Don't do it for 2 minutes. That's too long, right? Get used to it. When you do it, what you want to do is try and breathe in. Like this. I know I look like so weird when I just did that, right? But this is what you want to do. You want to try and calm your mind as you're doing it, because you want to just calm your body. And what's going to happen is once you get out of the shower or the bath, you are going to feel an energy. You're going to feel like, whoa, I feel fresh. I feel like, whoa, I just feel like I feel high. I feel like something, I've just taken something. That's what a cold shower will do to you. And when you feel like that, that's it. You're ready to work. You can do it. Okay? So that is so powerful, right? That is so powerful. Maybe you do this already. If you do, fantastic. Put it down in the comments. I'm very interested to see who actually is doing this. But try and do a cold shower if you can every day when you wake up. Because when you wake up, listen, like when you wake up, you're like tired, right? You need something to kick you out of it. A cold shower will slap you out of that kind of tiredness, right? Of you waking up, and it just gets you alert. And when you're alert, you can get straight onto it. Remember, time is critical right now. So you want to make sure you save as much time, but at the same time also boost your energy. So that's one. I know you're not going to like it. I know probably most of you are not going to do this. But listen, if you want to be extraordinary from the ordinary, you need to do extraordinary things. That is a quote. If you want to be okay, you know what I said, right? Okay, I'm not going to repeat that, man. But okay, that is a quote. Now, the second one that I would say in terms of boosting your energy is go for a walk or a run outside. Now, I never really like running. I just find it kind of boring. But if you're running and you like it, great. But go for a walk. Like go for a bit of a, a bit more faster walk. Now, the reason why you want to do this is you're going to be sitting down most of the time, right? You're going to be sitting down most of the time when you're studying. So it's good to get your body moving. So just go out, get some fresh air. Don't go with your friends. Go by yourself, okay? That's what you want to do. Don't be going with your friends, because that's distractions. Go by yourself, go for a walk, put some music, put some podcast, whatever it is, and just go and walk. It will clear your mind. It will declutter your mind. It will help you to kind of take all the stress out. And when you come back, you feel more refreshed and you feel like you're ready to go to do the work again. So that's also very powerful. And then the fifth point I would say is save time. So save time this is what I would say with save time, right? You're probably doing tasks right now that's nothing to do with revision, nothing to do with your studies, nothing to do with preparing for your exams. That's wasting your time, okay? Now, and you want to try and find those tasks and cut that down. So I'll give you some examples. Maybe your parents are telling you got to clean, you got to cook, you got to do the washing, whatever. You got some chores to do in the house, right? Now, of course, I'm not saying don't do the chores, but in this period that you're in, those chores are taking valuable time from you. Talk to your parents and let them know, listen, look, is it okay if I don't do the chores for 2 months because I need to revise, I need to put time on this? I'm sure they'll understand. I'm sure they will say yes. If not, then yeah, man, I don't know. If not, you have some next strict parents, man. I mean, I guess, yeah. But for those who, I'm sure that should be okay, right? Cut those things, because like I was saying before, you only have a certain amount of willpower. When you're doing those unnecessary tasks that's taking time out, you're not going to have the willpower to then go and revise. All that willpower should just be focused on solely on the revision and preparation for your exams. So any other tasks, even if it's traveling, for example, when you're on a study leave, do you really need to go to school, for example, right? On certain days, is it going to be wasting your time? Can you not just stay at home, for example, and just study? That traveling time, all those things add up, and you can save a lot of that. And when you save that time, you're then able to put all those time onto the studies. So that's what I would say with that. So I'm sure there's probably other tasks that you have there that you can cut that's not really going to add or be practical to you. So hopefully you've taken something from this. And listen, man, like just try and do these tasks in a way that's going to help you mentally and physically, because in this period that you're going to be in now, you need to make sure that you're mentally ready and physically also good so that you're able to carry on for this period of time. If this video has helped you out, a thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. You can see I've been putting so much videos out lately, but if not, I still understand, no problem whatsoever. Everything starts from zero. When are you going to start? Peace.